Okay, so get this right. Today, we are diving headfirst into some seriously spooky stories from Spain.
When you say spooky, how spooky are we talking?
No, the spine-tingling ghost stories from the heart of Toledo spooky.
Hmm.
And we've got some seriously credible source material to work with on this one.
Oh, lay it on me. Who'd you get the inside scoop from? Some paranormal paparazzi.
Even better, actually. We're going straight to the source. This is from Iker Jiménez. He's practically a legend in Spain when it comes to this stuff. Paranormal journalist, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Iker Jiménez. Yeah, I've heard of him. Definitely a big name. So what makes this Iker guy so special? Is it like he's got some crazy sixth sense for this stuff?
It's not just about collecting ghost stories with him. He really gets into it. We're talking about a guy who's out there talking to witnesses, actually going to the locations, the whole shebang. He even mentioned once how he felt haunted himself after investigating this woman's murder. That really stuck with me.
Wow. Okay. So this is more than just like a hobby for him, huh? Sounds like it gets under his skin.
Yeah.
But that's got to be what makes his story so compelling, though, right?
Exactly. You can tell he's not just telling tales, he's conveying experiences.
Okay. So enough about the ghost whisperer himself. Let's hear about those Toledo stories. What's one that sent shivers down your spine?
Okay, so picture this. It's a normal house in Toledo. Young guy, let's say he's coming back from a business trip. Maybe he was in Zaragoza. Doesn't really matter. Point is, he gets home and everything seems totally normal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. So far, so good. No ghosts yet, thankfully.
And he's just getting settled back in and he hears his mother calling his name. So, of course, he goes to see what's up.
Makes sense. That's what you'd do, right?
Uh,
Oh, wait, let me guess. The mom's not there.
You got it. But here's the really creepy part. When he asks his mom about it, she tells him that she heard it too.
No way. Okay, now that's just not right. Are we sure there wasn't, like, a radio on in the background or something?
Nope, they were completely alone in the house. It's that detail that it happened in such an ordinary setting that really gets under your skin, you know.
Totally. It's like, if it can happen there, it can happen anywhere.
And if that wasn't enough, get this. Iker got this story from a historian, Luis Rodriguez Bausa, a pretty well-respected guy, and Luis heard it directly from the people who actually experienced it. So, we're not just talking about some urban legend. This one seems legit.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Secondhand account from a historian. That's a whole other level of creepy. Like, how do you even debunk that?
Exactly. It's just one of those stories that make you go, what if?
Okay, so that's one story. What's the second one?
Okay, so the second one takes that ordinary setting, extraordinary event thing to a whole other level and throws in a modern twist that I thought was both fascinating and kind of terrifying.
Okay, you've got my attention. Lay it on me. What's the modern twist? Are we talking about, like, ghosts on Instagram now?
Okay, imagine this. An archaeologist moves into a new house in Toledo with her family. Pretty normal, right? But then they start noticing these strange noises.
Okay, sure. So classic haunted house stuff. You hear a noise you can't place, especially in an old place.
Right. But these seem like they were coming from this boarded up area, like an old chimney or maybe an old pipe shaft or something. And I don't know about you, but that image alone just screams something's not right to me.
Oh, yeah. That's like prime real estate for something creepy to be lurking. Did they ever figure out what was making the noise?
Well, it gets even weirder. So the archaeologist is on a video call one day, just a normal day in the 21st century, and the person on the other end of the call sees something truly messed up. A young girl, dressed almost like she's going to communion, standing right behind the archaeologist.
Whoa, hold on. Like, on the video call?
Yep. And just as quickly as she appears, she vanishes. And get this, the archaeologist's kids were sound asleep in another room, so unless they had a surprise visitor, something seriously strange was going on.
Okay, so it was on the video call. So freaky. I mean, what are the chances? Did they try to, like, screenshot it or anything?
I don't know about that, but it gets even creepier. Remember that boarded up area where they were hearing the noises?
Mm-hmm.
Well, get this. Archaeologists actually ended up excavating that spot, and they found something seriously unsettling.
Okay, at this point, nothing would surprise me. What did they find? A whole choir of ghostly children.
Almost as bad. They found the skeletal remains of several children dating back to the 1700s.
Oh, wow. Okay, so not just a random ghostly sighting. We're talking, like, some serious history here.
Yeah.
Tragic history.
Right, and it totally makes you wonder, was that ghostly little girl one of them? Like, did whatever happened back then leave some kind of psychic imprint on the house or something. It's like something out of those shows where they investigate like residual energy and stuff.
Totally. And think about it. This wasn't just some like creepy old abandoned asylum or something. This was a normal family moving into a house, totally unaware of what had happened there before. It
Yeah.
really makes you think twice about those old houses, right?
For real.
Yeah.
And it's not just the places either, right? Remember how Iker said he felt haunted himself after some of his investigations? It makes you wonder, can that kind of energy like attach itself to a person, not just a place? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to say, no way, that's too far out there. But then again, we're talking about ghost stories here, so who knows, right? Maybe some things are better left unexplained. It's like that saying, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
Totally get that. It's like the more you dive into this stuff, the more questions you end up with than answers. But then that's kind of the appeal too, right? The mystery of it all.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. It's like that thrill you get from a good, scary movie, but knowing that this stuff could actually be real.
So are you telling me you think you ever like experienced something that you couldn't explain? It's funny, right? We're talking about Toledo, but these stories, they kind of make you think about your own surroundings a little differently.
It's true. Makes you wonder what kind of stories your own house could tell, right? Like that weird draft you always get. Maybe it's not just the windows, you know? Maybe it's something else.
Okay, stop. You're freaking me out now.
Yeah,
Seriously, though, I think that's what gets me about these stories, especially that one with the archaeologist and the video call. It's like this weird collision of the everyday and the unexplainable, and it makes you question everything.
totally. It's like in this day and age, you almost expect to see anything online, right?
Mm.
But to see something like that, something that seems to defy all logic, it makes you realize how much we still don't understand about, well, about anything, really.
Exactly. And as much as we like to think we've got it all figured out, I think there's a part of us, maybe deep down, that kind of likes not knowing. It's like those stories remind us that there's still a sense of wonder and mystery in the world, you know?
Yeah, I get that. It's like if we knew everything, life would be pretty boring, right?
Right. So, as much as those Toledo stories gave me the chills, they also reminded me that it's okay to lean into the mystery of it all, you know, to accept that we don't have all the answers and maybe we
I
never will.
totally agree. And sometimes the not knowing, that's the best part.
So, whether you believe in ghosts or not, I think these stories from Toledo are a good reminder to keep an open mind, embrace the unknown, and maybe think twice the next time you hear a weird noise in your house. Until next time.